Greetings, loyal minions, beautiful humans. Well, this is the third in my trilogy of videos today, and we're here to look at the new Beowulf hero, Nithgaest. It's looking very cool. What are the odds here? A few people have mentioned always checking the odds, and I quite often forget to. So 1% for the featured event hero and 1.3% for the hero of the month, of course. 0.3% for a legendary event hero, 1.2% for the legendary classic. I really think that's what we need to get out of. We need to get out of having a better percentage chance of getting the old, dare I say it, crappy heroes as opposed to the new ones. Anyway, Nithgaest, I'll mention it again, I like the border on these cards. It's a very small thing, but I like having different borders. We have a fighter, which gives the amazing revive talent, which is one of the best in the game, and also has immunity to ailments. Nothing terrible there. It does only last for 6 turns, so the chance of getting that early can be great against something I just continue to come across in my recent wars, is that bloody moth dust. So any sort of protection against that is fantastic. And I think it's like cleansable, so I'm presuming the ailment protection would block it. So just a small thing there it could be useful for. We'll take off that max power preview. Beowulf family is quite good. 1 or 2 heroes, you get a 75 or 100% chance to cleanse a random cleansable status ailment from all allies when the character receives damage from an enemy's special skill. Quite good. Perfect accuracy. I'm not going to have my rant. Serenity now. Resist mana reduction. Straight up makes him useful against good old Fergus. There's just more and more of these heroes coming out, and we just need more and more of them to get those counters. Stacking attack on damage received. I do like this. When this character receives damage from special skills, they gain 30% attack stack, and you can go up to 10, so plus 300% attack is huge. If you manage to... I've seen it on Hrothgar a few times, especially in events. Treasure Quest as an example, if you just keep taking hits throughout the battle, by the end, you've just got that huge attack bonus, so it's really, really nice. He's got pretty good attack as it is, slightly low on the defense, but 1277, very nice attack. Pretty good health, so looking nice all around already. Artwork, look, he looks cool. I won't, I say things when I don't like them. It's just cool. There's nothing special about it. It's not some special fantastic artwork, but he's kind of like a half snake lizard. I probably should go and check the Beowulf story to see exactly what this is out of it. I can't remember seeing them in any of the versions I've seen, or I haven't actually read any books, but just anyway. Looks cool. Half snake, half dragon, half lizard. I don't know. Cool looking head. Got some nice teeth there going on. Yeah. Got a sword. Can't see how big it is, but he's hiding it with his little flap there. Oh, no, he's like, you can't see it because it's in the top corner. So moving on, Rush of Flame. Running at average speed, deals 10% damage to the target and nearby enemies. Not a huge hit by any stretch of the imagination. Caster and nearby allies counterattack with 140% of the damage received for 4 turns, so that is quite a big counter-attack. We've already got a counter-attacker in here, haven't we? Modreth. Or am I just completely imagining this? Wow. Let's just go out of there. Is Modreth counter-attack? It does. Okay, so another counter-attacker. Again, I go back to the families making sense to use together. Having 2 counter-attackers doesn't make sense. But that's okay. 140%, quite good for 4 turns, can easily be dispelled. As we know, caster and nearby allies get Burning Touch for 4 turns. Burning Touch. Each time the owner of the status effect counterattacks an enemy, the attacker receives 432 burn damage over 4 turns. That's nice. Could be used against them with characters such as the Untold Tales 2 heroes, who like to be burnt, and actually generate health from being burnt. So you could use that. I mean, you're still going to take the counterattack damage, but you're going to heal that back over time. So there's so many of these little intricacies now in the game where you just have to remember. I just did it in War. I took an Insanity hero, then realized 2 of their heroes were immune to Insanity because they were Fawn heroes. So yeah, we need to start keeping diaries. Yeah, so it's been. I don't think there's anything fantastic. I think we've actually seen a little bit of a change recently to heroes that, even though the power is still creeping up, the special skills are making them to the point where they're not that much better. Not in a bad way. I think it's fantastic because it still releases new heroes. It gives people the option of spending money and grabbing what they want and giving people variety in collecting new heroes. But I don't feel they're overpowered compared to, excuse me, compared to ones that have been recently released. And we have seen that they've recently buffed some of the sort of heroes from the last few months. So I'm hoping that it is just along those lines of keeping things balanced. I know the older heroes still need a lot of work. Anyway, we're not here to discuss that. We're here to discuss this hero. So I do like it. You're hitting 3, you're doing damage, you're making it so they have to bring some sort of dispeller, or if they're attacking you, they're going to take the damage. And then when they do attack you, you're giving them burn damage. So the one thing with the burn damage I'd like to see is the fact that it doesn't stack or anything. So I know, like, if you set someone off and they hit 2 of your heroes, they're only going to get 1 burn back. So it only burns the attacker. It doesn't matter if they hit 3 of your heroes with counterattack, they're only going to get burned once. But also, like, if they then have another special skill very quickly, it refreshes the turns. But I'd like to see it do a little bit more, just to... Yeah, because, I mean, if you've got a Dispeller, you can just hit him, get rid of the counterattack, depending on whether you've got a priority Dispel or not. But if it's not priority, you're still going to take the burn damage before you then remove the counterattack. But if he gets it back up and then you hit him again, I don't know. I'd like to see it maybe stack or spread or something. I don't know. But as I said, at the way it is, I think it's a decently balanced hero that doesn't change the meta, doesn't do anything crazy. But if people want to pull to get that hero and it's just a little bit better in the stats than the older ones, this is the sort of stuff I like. So I don't know if it's part of the strategy. I'm going to be positive and say it is, so thumbs up. I probably won't do any pulls in this portal, but keep an eye out for my May summons video. Blah, 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 blah. Subscribe, blah, blah, blah. Caress, blah. Blah, blah, cat. Thanks for watching. Appreciate your support. Have a good one.